All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me see. I have a plan for today. What I'd like to do is do a DALL-E, however, there's two L's, so I think it's a DALL-E. Do a DALL-E comparison, side-by-side comparison with Midjourney. All right, my plan is to take the exact same prompt. I'll take the prompts that I used in several of my Midjourney images and see what I can get out of DALL-E. So let me start. A man and a girl stand ready to do battle. Can I copy that? Oh, look at that. Very nice. Simple copy and paste. Copy that across. Open up my DALL-E. And Control V. All right, a man and a girl stand ready to do battle. Once again, this is a side-by-side comparison. I'm sure if you put much more complex prompts in, you'll get much more complex images. But let's see. Dun, 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 dun. What I found so far is I prefer Midjourney. The DALL-E prompts, I'm not using it effectively, obviously, but they're not as okay. Here we go. Taking a look at the weird faces we've got here. We got. I just read that they're limiting the faces, the face quality to prevent deep fakes, basically. Okay. Interesting. Much more variety, I'd say. Much more variety, but unless you give the prompt, tell it, it's just going to give you exactly what you want, right? I think the Midjourney looks at other art and kind of fills in the background for you, whereas DALL-E is giving you those basically, what you give it is what you're going to get back. Let's try another one down here. This one is pretty complicated. Man holds a little girl's hand while hiding behind a car, being approached by zombies. City, golden hour. Okay, so that's got some complication to it. Copy that in there. Going across to DALL-E and generate that. So here's my tanks from last night. This was to verify my account, I needed to input this. I should have put that. I should have made a little video of that, but that's okay. That's okay. You just click on to watch the video. If I could figure it out, anyone can. Okay, here we go. Much more realistic. Yeah. Okay. So my Midjourney produced this artsy, I'd say, this AI looking art with the saturated colors. I like the saturated colors, but it still looks like kind of hand drawn, whereas DALL-E creates more photographic images. I assume this guy here is a zombie. I like the holding hands. Holding hands here is, but yeah, this is kind of globby. This one's kind of interesting, but I don't get the zombie effect from there. And this one has that ominous what's coming. I like that one. I like that kind of ominous. There's something. Oh, I see her hand here, and there's her hand there. So little uncanny valley coming. But no, I like these. I like where it's going. Moving on up. Okay, let's see how it does a high detail pencil sketch of a soldier jumping across a bomb crater. That one could be very interesting. Paste it in, generate. All right, I like how fast it is. You know, I think working with Midjourney, it takes a little bit longer to create that image. DALL-E tends to be pretty quick. And interesting. You can tell they have the different engines. They're not the same AI. These are like friends, but they're certainly not the AI of each other. Okay, interesting. Okay, yeah, certainly pencil sketchy. Looks like Santa Claus. Bomb crater. This is the bomb going off. The exploding crater. Now, is he jumping or flying from it and it blew his legs off? Or is he upside down? I'm not sure. This is kind of neat. Guy jumping. Or landing, or jumping, or landing. You can see the bomb crater implied behind him. And here, jumping that way, that's a big jump. That's a big jump. I like this guy right here. Interesting. Interesting side-by-side comparison. Moving on. Let's see. I love my People Flee a City on Fire. People Flee a City on Fire. That's actually what the prompt I got here. This is kind of this one might be a complete disaster. Oh, there's my cat. Hi, Took. I'll scrabble Took while the image is being created. There we go. Hey, Tooker. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Okay. Very, some kind of children's program. This is a terrifying children's program. This is a terrifying child. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So far, I gotta tell you, for my preference is for my Midjourney. But this is certainly tweakable. You would certainly put in the correct prompts. I'm just going straight, flat out, very basic prompts here. Okay, another very complex one. Man leaning against a tree when unexpectedly attacked from behind by a bear. Moving on. Side by side, we'll take a look. So this is, again, this is what Midjourney has come up with for a man leaning against a tree when unexpectedly attacked from behind by a bear. Boop. It looks like, oh, it looks like this request may not follow our content policy. I have no idea what went wrong there. Took wants out. I will open the door for her. She's always very interested when I talk to myself in the office here. Okay, let me see. Attacked? What doesn't it like? Content policy violated. Boom, 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 boom. All right, good to know. Good to know. War in Ukraine. Let's see what DALL E gives me for war in Ukraine. Again, I'm creating my spawn point game. Spawn point Ukraine is a supplement. Most of my prompts over the next couple of weeks are going to be art directly. Oh, did it go again? Yep. Looks like this request may not follow our content policy. So it looks like they have a anti-violence policy on DALL E. Nothing wrong with that, but not very helpful. You can leave some very, very bland drawings. How about this one? We have a soldier. Let's see if it lets us include a soldier in the art here. Generate. Let's see what we got. Again, taking a look back here, we had some very non-human looking soldiers, but I like this overall. I'd like to blow this one up, excuse the pun, and see what I get out of this, because that's a very interesting environment. Back over to bump. All right, hey, there we go. Does a much better job of creating actually human figures. Look at that. Yeah, that looks good. This guy. Where is he jumping to? I don't know, but I am terrified for him. This looks very nice. I like that one here. This guy here. This is kind of uncanny. You got like a kind of a 2D AI jumping soldier with a purple helmet. I don't know how many soldiers wear purple helmets like that. Overlaid on this bombed out factory background. So that's kind of uncanny, I'd say. Same thing here. We have it took a jumping soldier, a female soldier, and jumping over and the bombed out factory, looking very overlaid. I prefer this guy over here, as it has more continuity with the entire piece. Yeah, it's just like overlaying. They create a factory and they create a person and they glue it on top ineffectively. I like the continuity on this one. Very nice, very nice. Again, I'm not sure. I will take a look on how to. What if I click on it? Okay, let's see what this is going to do. Flag? No, I don't want to. Variations, edit, share, variations. Let's try it. Let's try some variations on that. Let's see what happens. Again, to take a look at my Midjourney image. Weird. Nothing. Midjourney does not do action. People performing actions well. Fantastic backgrounds, fantastic environments, but I haven't been able to crack the action code. Back over to DALL-E. There it comes. That's my original. That one looks worse. Whoa, hey, that guy is having a little bit of the fun over top, and this guy's a little bit of ho-ho. Again, when from the same thing when I get from Midjourney is I find the original prompt works best. As soon as I start doing variations, I often go right back to the original and say, yeah, that's got much more definition. Not always. Like I said, I think this was a variation of this to create this over here, but quite often it's the original that I go back to. I think my spawn point Ukraine image right over here, very cool, very dark. I think I chose this one just because I wanted that color. It's the cover of the book, right? It's the book cover, so I wanted a little bit more colorful pop. This is very cool, though. I might even blow that up. Why not? Anyway, I often go directly to the original image to expand upon that. DALL-E, yeah, kind of the same thing. Once I got away from the original, everything gets a little bit more smudgy, I'd call it. All right, moving on. Next one's up. Okay, let's see how it deals with the quote from Blade Runner. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I watch sea beams glitter in the dark near the Tannhauser Gate. Ho ho ho. Okay. There we go. Is it going? Yeah, there it goes. So as you can see, when I created this, attack ships on fire, they aren't spaceships, they are ships on Earth, ships on the water, which is very cool. This one has more stars, this one is just more of a foggy sky. I love the interpretation though, blowing it up. Let's see, I think I did variations. I must have done variations on this guy, I guess. To create my variations over here, and then I believe I expanded upon that guy there to create my attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I watched sea beams glitter near the Tannhauser Gate. Lovely art. Boom. Hello. Oh, there it comes. There it comes. Ooh, very cool. I don't see any attack ships on fire. Here's is the Tannhauser Gate. Ah, here's the Shoulder of Orion with nothing going on in the foreground. Here is Tannhauser Gate, I assume. Maybe these are C-beams. There's some C-beams landing on the Sahara Desert. Maybe Shoulder of Orion. I don't see Orion up there. Interesting interpretation. Interesting interpretation. Once again, my vote's got to be Midjourney, though, for my purposes. Obviously, for my purposes, and for the simplicity, for giving me something interesting with simple prompts. I'm going to have to vote for Midjourney. I think I'm becoming a Midjourney convert here. Yeah, very interesting stuff. It's lovely, lovely stuff. But when you compare this kind of photographic vagueness with the dynamic artistry, I would call it. Why not? With the dynamic art of Midjourney, I think I'm going to vote for Midjourney. Another interesting one. Let's see if DALL-E knows what a kobold is. Interesting. I'm interested in this because DALL-E tends to be more photographic from my experience. Midjourney tends to be more artistic. I just saw it pop up over there, right? Here we go. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. That's it. That's a kobold. And this is what I discovered a couple years ago. Visited Paris, traveled to Paris, and Notre Dame, obviously, cathedral, and the gargoyles on Notre Dame are kobolds. I'm sure I made this discovery, rediscovery, that the kobolds on Notre Dame, the gargoyles on Notre Dame look exactly like original D&D kobolds, and I'm sure that's where the inspiration came from. 100% sure. If you look back at the original D&D, hey, why not? Why don't we, hey? Original kobolds D&D. Let's see what pops up here. Original kobolds D&D images. Okay, where are some original? These are not. There we are. There's your original D&D kobold. So you take your. Or look at that. He's got the horns. He's got like the little dog lizard, the original dog lizard, and horns, dog lizard, 100%. Does he even have the beard? No, he doesn't quite have the beard. But yeah, the original D&D, the original Dungeons and Dragons kobold is exactly. Look at that ear. Look at that horn. Look at that snout. Look at that ear. Look at that horn. Look at that snout. Perfect. And yeah, and this is a postcard. This is a. You go to Paris and you buy this postcard. I'm sure you could buy it all over as well. But DALL-E tends to find that image online, paste it up, glue it in pieces, where Midjourney takes the text and composes that image more from scratch, I'd say. More from scratch. Okay, interesting, interesting. Again, my vote. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, yeah. So this was awful, honestly. But I do like how it creates its own interpretation. I do like the interpretation. My kobold here was a sad little fellow. Moving on. Let's try Greg Stefanik? Why not? Let's see. This was just for fun. They're all for fun. Who are we kidding? Let's see what DALL-E comes with when I use my own name as a prompt. To remind you, this is not me. This looks nothing like me. I hope not, anyway. All right, DALL-E, what do you got? Impress me, buddy. Nope. Nope. My face was not smashed by a tennis racket. My head was not cut off. I haven't played. There's even hockey. What's he playing? He's sitting. Yeah, it glues together, right? Yeah, oh, look at those hands. Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. Again, I read that DALL-E was limiting their face construction to avoid deep fakes, but that is very deep fake. That's awful. I love his little lips. those soft pink lips of the hockey player. So apparently Greg Stefanik is a athlete. This Greg Stefanik is not an athlete, especially looks like hockey and tennis. I did play hockey as a kid, but obviously none of these are me. So again, disappointing. However, like I say, Midjourney was very disappointing as well. However, as far as artistry goes, hands down, I'm giving that vote to Midjourney. Midjourney gets my vote. Wraithface Macabre. All right, what is my original? My original had to be this one. Wraithface Macabre, my online nom de plume, or whatever you call it, my online name. All right. That's going up. I'm going to take a look at how many. 38 credits. Hey, okay. So I guess it's 1 credit per image. That's not bad. Anyway, here is Wraithface Macabre. This is what it came up with at first. Very interesting interpretation. Again, Midjourney does faces really well. They do faces really well. They do backgrounds really well. They do action very poorly. Alternative to that, I would say DALL-E does photographic looking images very well. People action reasonably well. But as far as a simple prompt, my vote is going for Midjourney. Let's see what we got. Pop it up, pop it up. Wraithface Macabre. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, very video gamey. Look at this, like, chrome skull and the weird skull. This one is interesting. I like that line drawing element. That line drawn element. Okay, here's his face in here. Wraithface Macabre. I like that one. I do. I like this. That's kind of cool. We got the something coming from his eyes, all this hair flowing behind him. Yeah, that's cool. I dig that one. I like it. I like it a lot. This one, not my bag. I like the movement, the activity, the implication of motion with this drawing right here. How does it compare with Midjourney? That's your call. That's your call. Again, Midjourney kind of did variations on a theme, whereas DALL-E gave you completely different images. Completely different images. Take your choice. Take your choice. Back over here. More my zombies. More my zombie walk. Midnight zombies approach through a city park. Let's see what it does with midnight zombies approaching through a city park. Boom, 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 boom. Generate. Yeah, I could ask for in the style of, and there are a vast number of prompts that I could really refine it. But like I say, I'm keeping it simple. Are those zombies, or are those just people wearing bunny hugs? In Saskatchewan, we call that a bunny hug. A hoodie is a bunny hug. That's interesting. That's more of like a photographic, what you'd see in a bad zombie movie, a B-movie zombie. This has got some interesting art interpretation to it. Doesn't have the impending. This one would probably have the best ominous approach of zombies at midnight, as opposed to Midjourney, where you have much more detail in the midnight in the park, but the zombies are kind of funky, right? The zombies here are certainly humans approaching, but they get kind of funky. They certainly do get kind of funky. Anyway, that's an example. Fury Road Warrior aims his rifle at the charging masses. Okay, this could be interesting. DALL-E does like photographic style, and this could be very photographic. I'm assuming it could look like a shot from the movie with some uncanny elements. Oh no. Aiming his rifle is violent, and that's my impression on that. I'm not even going to click the content policy because that makes sense. They don't like violent images. Good enough. Zombies walk through the city streets at twilight. Back over. I got $10. It says if I say zombies attack, it would get banned. But zombies walk might be okay. Again, that is where I got the expanded image for Spawn Point Zombie Apocalypse. This is the cover. That is the cover of Spawn Point Zombie Apocalypse. Opening that up on trying to get it published. I'm going to throw it up on that place where you say, please give me money. I can't even think of it right now. Anyway, let's see what we got. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, these aren't really zombies. I think these are just like young guys. This one kind of looks zombie-ish. My vote goes to Midjourney. Once again. There we go. Favorite prompt of mine. Acid rain falls on Blade Runner City. This will be my last one. Acid rain falls on Blade Runner City. We kind of get the idea that Midjourney is a more complete, I would say, with simple prompts. When you're using a simple prompt, it gives you very nice images. Oh, but that is nice. Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. There we go. Looking very amazing. I love that. So there we go. Which one are you going to pick? I love what we've got here. It took us a while to find something that hit, but when it hit, beautiful stuff. Hope you enjoyed that kind of side-by-side comparison. And subscribe, why not? I like subscriptions. I'll talk to you later.